What the hell do you want? Oh yeah, video. So YouTube is at it again, making more changes. And there's something that I noticed recently that I'm just a little bit curious about. I was looking at one of my videos and I noticed a new option. Look at this! Call to action overlay. What the hell? So, I'm like, I've never seen this before. Where'd this come from? So I clicked on it. And what do you know? It's like an ad type of thing. Now, for those of you guys that run your own businesses and you've advertised with AdSense, this will look very familiar to you. If you have any kind of product to advertise and you want to use Google advertising and AdSense, then this is one of the formats you're going to see where it's kind of weird to me. I guess I just got to get used to it. I haven't really used a lot of advertising myself, but it's like you have this headline field, the description field, and the description field again, and then you got these really, really stringent character limitations. Like this is like, one character more before it's maxed out. It's 25 characters. This one is only 5 more characters left. Just so if you guys are not familiar with advertising, I'll tell you what this means. I mean, essentially, this is like, and it totally makes sense. This is like you are able to advertise for free. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I mean, basically, let me explain to you this way. Let's say you want to start a car parts business, right? And you wanted to advertise that car parts business online. It could be you want to come up in Google searches, or you want to come up in YouTube videos. Like it'll come up before the video starts and stuff like that. So let's just say there's a video online about how to get cheap motorcycle parts or car parts or whatever it is. So it's relevant to the product that you're selling. And based on your settings and how you set up your ad, the ad may be displayed in this video. Now, you don't know anything about this video. You have nothing to do with this process. All you did is you set up your ad and you set in terms of who you want to target, what type of people, age groups, gender, blah, blah, blah. And you have to actually build your ad, like what's going to actually be seen. So this is what it would be. It would be like headline. And again, this has nothing to do with YouTube. I'm just talking about using AdSense or using Google Ads rather. This is how it would work. So you'd put up, you go to the Google website, not here, and you would set up your headline, set up your description, your other description. It's optional. You don't have to do all the fields. And then you can put like a picture, so like a thumbnail that's going to show up, and then there's like a display URL. So let's just say you want it to, when the person clicks on the ad, they go to your, mycoolautoparts.com, right? Maybe there's a long website or address for the page you actually want them to go to. Like there's a landing page. Like what page on your site do you want someone sees your ad and they're like, this is cool, I want to buy a part from this guy. When they click on the link, what page on your website, which consists of many pages, what page do you want them to see? So maybe that page is like mycoolautoparts.com/parts/new customer / it's a long thing. So instead of doing all that stuff, you could just have the display URL be mycoolautoparts.com, and then down here you'll have the full address. This is the actual link where it goes to. I think there's a requirement where the domains have to be the same. But again, this is all something that you would do with Google Ads. Nothing to do with YouTube. I mean, you could target YouTube. You could say, I want my ads to show up in YouTube or just in Google searches. You have all that control. But here it is, this thing right inside of YouTube, and it's your own video. See, so I know some of you guys are not getting this, but here's the connection, right? This is my video. Remember, we talked about setting up an ad, and the ad could be displayed on all kinds of random videos that are relevant to your ad based on your criteria that you set up, right? So you got nothing to do with these videos that are showing, that are showing up, right? And you're also paying whoever it is whose video it is. So let's just say, some guy named Jimmy is the one with the auto parts video that my ad showed up on. So he can actually potentially get money for displaying my ad on his video, right? I don't know nothing about this guy. We have no kind of relationship. It's just that this guy Jimmy is part of the AdSense program, so he signed up to have ads displayed on his video. I set up my ad to be displayed on videos. I set up criteria. His video matches the criteria. So it automatically displays my ad on his video. And then he's going to get paid from me based on the activity of it being displayed, people clicking on it, all that kind of mumbo jumbo. But here is the critical detail here. This is my video. Remember, you would normally pay the person whose video it is that's playing your ad because they're helping to advertise your product. But this is my video. So clearly I'm not going to pay myself, right? So I have the ability to display ads on my own video. And I don't think this is even like I chose to advertise another video. That was my, I was like, okay, I saw this thing. It's an ad basically, and then it just says display URL. There's no criteria what kind of URL. So I'm like, hey, I could put in a YouTube video URL. It's a URL, right? So that was my decision-making process. But there's nothing here that says this is to promote your video. So I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong. I'll have to try it. I could have put in a link to a website of some kind of product or service that I want to sell. So while you're watching my video, so I'm capitalizing on my traffic. So people are coming in, they're watching this video, they love the video, and I have a relevant product that they might be interested in buying. I can set up an ad right here so it pops up in the video. So people are watching a Nissan video, and it's about a tuned Nissan. So maybe they are interested in tuning their own Nissan. I know they are because people comment about that. So if I had a tuner business, I could put a link potentially to the tuner business website, and then people watching this video, they'd see the ad and like, hey, that looks like a cool, 50% off on turbos or something, whatever. They click on it. No one gets paid because it's my video, and I'm the one advertising on my own video, which totally makes sense. I've actually wanted to do this. I thought it was a totally great idea. I mean, I have videos that have a lot of traffic, and I have other videos that are not getting so much traffic. That's essentially when you see annotations, you try to capitalize on traffic on a popular video to get other videos to get views, because there's a number of ways that people can discover your video. So whatever those gateways are that are leading them to a popular video, they may not exist for another video which isn't getting as much views. So what you want to do is you want to try to take some of that traffic and feed it over to the other video. So now you have another video that's also getting a lot of traffic. So the idea of advertising, and it's for free because it's your own video. You're using one video to promote another video. But the problem with the annotations, I don't think they're that effective. I think a lot of them get ignored. They're also hard-coded kind of thing. Actually, they're not hard-coded. What am I saying? Well, they're hard-coded if you try to add like an animation type of thing. Because if you just have like a blank, like you add a note or whatever, it's kind of real simple. But if you want to put something that's more visually appealing, like, hey, I'm going to click on that thing, then you want to put some kind of visual thing in the video itself. But that's hard-coded, so now you're kind of stuck with that. Here is something that's kind of in between both worlds. It's a little bit more than just a stupid note with a simple background. I mean, here it is. I can put my own picture. So it's got its own graphic that will show up as an overlay in the video, so it's more visually appealing, and I can change this on the fly. So this is kind of like when you put those pop-ups in your video to like promote another video or something like that, but it's something that I can change after the fact, which is pretty awesome. And also this URL may be able to link it to other websites, which would be really cool. Maybe you got a blog going or something like that. So this whole thing looks pretty cool, and again, it costs you nothing. All you need to do is have some kind of video that's drawing in some kind of traffic, and then you can use that to, like, for example, I have a really cool BMW M5 video that I want to promote with this video, which is getting a lot of traffic. So I actually put an ad to that video there. So people watching this video, they're into cars, they see the M5 thing, they're like, oh, I like M5, so let me check that out, I like this video, so maybe that video would be cool as well. Hopefully they realize that it's my own video. I think it'll show up because in general, people don't like ads and stuff like that. So if they think it's just an ad or whatever, then they're not necessarily going to want to click on it. But if they realize it's the same person whose video that you already like, then they're more likely to click on it. Like, hey, this video is cool. That video might be cool as well. But all this blah, blah, blah going on 10 minutes, but we kind of missed one of the main topics of this video. I know this video kind of ended up into an instructional, advertising with Google, slash, advertising with this new call to action thing. But the real thing why I created this video was because this only shows up on certain videos. And I don't know what the pattern is. I thought it was based on the amount of views, but I have videos with lots of views, as much as this or more, and the option isn't available. So I said maybe because it's a new thing, so older videos don't have it. But actually, this is an older video. This video is from 2012. So that kills that theory. So 2012 video has this option available. So I don't know. Hopefully someone out there can answer this question, but I really don't know why this option only shows up on certain videos. I wish it shows up on all the videos because this is a pretty awesome thing. I'd really like to utilize it. I mean, if you click on this video, you should be able to see it. There's one thing I don't like about this thing, though, and you'll see in a second, is I don't like the fact that, what is this? It looks pretty cool. Sorry, I got distracted. I think I want to see this movie. I saw this preview somewhere before. I forgot the name of it. It's like a terrorist on a plane. Anyway, sorry about that. Skip. So right here, here it is. But I don't like the fact that it plays on the whole video. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. In the beginning, it's more pronounced. So it's got this longer bar, which is kind of, remember, it's like a cross between like putting a note annotation and like putting a thing in your video. So it kind of looks like a note annotation, although I think you can't see through it at all. I don't know if that's even possible with note annotations. I think all of them are somewhat transparent. So you have that kind of look, but look at how you have a colored font for the link, and whether that's relevant or not, that's for you to decide. You have, different colored fonts here, a bigger one. So this is adding more value in terms of advertising. Like when you look at an ad on TV or a billboard, they use all kinds of colors, different fonts, and it makes it more visually appealing and more effective as an advertising medium. So this is much more effective than a boring annotation that's all single font, and it's really hard to write in there. Like the formatting is really sucks with annotations. I mean, you can't even sometimes stretch the boxes out all the way. It's just really retarded. So here you have something that's solid, different font colors, different sizes, and then you also have a graphic which you can change on the fly. But also in the beginning of the video, this thing is going to pop out for a little bit, so it's a little bit more pronounced. But then after, I don't know, 3 seconds or 5 seconds, it does this. So that's pretty cool. It's out of the way. It's in the corner. Now, is this going to be a nuisance to viewers? I mean, no matter what you do, things are going to be a nuisance to somebody. Me looking at it here as a viewer, from a viewer perspective, I don't really care. It's so small that it's not really blocking the content that much, and it's not moving around, so it's not distracting at all. But I know some people are going to be bothered by it, but some people are going to be bothered by this whole video. You can't make everybody happy. So I think it's pretty cool. So here are the annotations. I'm trying to link to other videos here, and I don't know, it's just not, I don't think it's as effective as this. I mean, if we could maybe freeze the video here. So here we have some annotations. It's just really boring, It's just these little transparent boxes. So they do get totally opaque when you mouse over, but only when you mouse over. Interesting. Which is good, because you don't want this to be covering up the video, right? So it's kind of somewhat transparent. But I don't know, these are just, it's just, I don't know. Something about this is just not as appealing to me as this. And I like the way it pops out on demand. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think this is a really cool idea. I just think I wish I could time this thing and say when it shows up, because I don't necessarily want this thing to be displaying on the whole video. And I'm assuming this is a new thing, so maybe they're going to tweak it in the future. But I don't necessarily want this to be on the whole video. Yeah, see, that's I don't think that's that great of an idea. And I don't want to necessarily be promoting another video at the beginning of another video. That's kind of, doesn't make sense, because it's like, you just got here and I'm trying to send you somewhere else. Like, what sense does that make? So I more want to put it towards the end, around the point where a lot of people probably get tired of the video. Attention spans vary. So the point where I think I'm going to start losing people that, basically the person who loves the video the most is going to watch it the longest. And then the amount of time they watch the video is going to go down and down and down based on level of interest. So I want to have this pop up at a point where a good amount of people have started to close the video.